Right then guys, how's it going, and welcome back to another fantasy football video. Game week 6 is over, moving into game week 7. Game week 6 was a funny one. We had Man U Chelsea 0-0, quite a lot of players there who didn't get any points. We had Southampton scoring, we had Leeds beating Villa 3-0. So some good weeks for some people. For me, not so good. Last week I had a really good week with the wild card. This week, a very poor week. So we're going to take a look at what we can do with my team for this game week. But before we do that, let's take a look at our league. So as you can see here, I did get the red arrow down to 237th with 36 points. I think the average was 48. So well under the average. As I said, I had a good week last week. This week wasn't very good. You can see a few people on here who have recently joined the league, a few new entries. If you haven't joined the league yet and you do still want to get involved, the code will be above my head here. And as I say, if you have made it onto this top page, you're doing better than me. 71 points for JPFC. That is a decent week. You can see here a few poor scores, but a few good ones as well. Peaky Blinders, 79 points. We'll keep going up to the top. 72 points for DC. And top of the league again, Jaden S holds his top spot with a very decent 69 points. Second place, Varun Renner. Third place, Team Alo. That's a name I recognise. So, yeah, a very big well done to Jaden, keeping his top spot on a tricky week. You know, it was a tricky week. 445 points, a good 100 more than me. Let's take a look at his team. Schmeichel and Justin, the double up on the Leicester defence has worked perfectly. 10 points, 6 points. James from Chelsea racking in a nice 6 points. Clean sheet and the bonus. Alexander-Arnold, not too many points from him again. Rodriguez and Aubameyang's son was a player who did well this week, considering players like Salah and a lot of the normal big point players didn't. Son did. Wilson with an assist, Harry Kane with the points, and Danny Ings. You see, he hasn't got Calvert-Lewin up front. And he was a player who didn't get any points. Ings, Kane, and even Wilson's assist. So, well done to you, mate. As I say, top of the league. Be sure to let me know down in the comments how you are doing in my league. Did you have a good week? Did you have a bad week? And obviously let me know what you're planning on doing in your team to change it moving into game week 7. I might need your help. Let's take a look at what I'm doing with mine. So as I say, it wasn't a good week. 36 points. To make it even better, I've got Ayling down on the bench, who got 6. My highest scoring defender this week was on the bench. And I think that happened to a fair few people, with it being Villa versus Leeds. The form Villa were on, I thought they'd get at least one. They lost 3-0. So I had Target on, Aston Villa defender, got nothing. And then to make it even more upsetting, I was actually hoping that either Kilman or Mitchell wouldn't play, just so that Ayling would come on. And not only did they both play, they both conceded in the last 5 minutes of the game. I mean, the Wolves one I was not too upset about as a Newcastle fan, because it was us who scored. But Ryan, Kilman and Mitchell, I all checked at the 70-minute mark, 80-minute mark. And they all 3 of them conceded in the last 10 minutes. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's gone through this, but very annoying defensively. And then, as I said, moving further forward, Son got the points I'm happy with. Salah didn't. And my captaincy choice was wrong. I don't think I would have gone for Son over Kane. I think it was between Salah and Kane. I backed Salah. Even if I'd backed Harry Kane, it would have been an extra 3 points, I think. So not a huge amount, but it would have made some difference. Sterling, again, didn't do anything. And then Calvert-Lewin, the man who scored every single week, didn't do it this week. So, yeah, some frustrating bits. Thankfully, Son and Kane pulled some points back for me, although it probably didn't help because people had Son and Kane captain when I didn't. So whether them doing good was even a good thing, I don't know. But yeah, that was this week. Let's swiftly move on to what we're doing game week 7. So this is my team. As I say, I did use my wild card 2 weeks ago. Had a really good week, pulled in 81 points or whatever it was. And obviously when you pick your wild card team, you're hoping, you know, that this is a change that's going to last you through till the next wild card. So after Christmas time or the New Year or whenever it is. So although I have just had a very poor, annoying week, moving into this week, I don't think it looks too bad. You know, this is the thing. You make your wild card to stick with it. Ryan in goal for Brighton against Tottenham. Obviously, I'm not hugely happy with. But defensively, Leeds taking on Leicester, Kilman taking on Crystal Palace, Target taking on Southampton. You know, Danny Ings and Che Adams got some goals at the weekend, but can Villa hold their own and get a clean sheet? Quite possibly. Moving into the midfield, Man City haven't looked amazing, but still, it's Sterling taking on Sheffield United. You know, I've got to back it. Salah versus West Ham. Liverpool a little bit worse for wear at the minute, and West Ham are doing pretty good. But having said that, West Ham are scoring goals, but they're also conceding goals, so it could well be a good one for Salah again. Son and Kane, Spurs taking on Brighton. Now, I think Brighton have looked pretty decent, but I still wouldn't go against them two getting a goal. Grealish, again, Aston Villa against Southampton. Grealish has looked good. It's just frustrating. He gets in these positions, he gets those chances, and they just haven't got in for him since I put him in my team. So he's had 2 weeks without anything. And then up front, Calvert-Lewin versus Wilson, basically. Calvert-Lewin obviously drew a blank, but Everton are still a team in form. Obviously, Rodriguez has had a knock. They did lose against Southampton. Are they going to turn it around now? Or are they going to fall? You don't know. And then Wilson for Newcastle. Of anyone, he's been a player I've looked at potentially changing. I didn't change him on my wild card because he'd been scoring. And as much as he was a player I wasn't 100% on, if they're scoring goals, I don't really want to take them out. He's just playing in a Newcastle team that's expecting him to just pick the ball up on the halfway line, run through 8 players and score, which is obviously going to be tough. But he's still got an assist at the weekend against Wolves. So if anyone's going to score for Newcastle, I think it's him. And can he do it against Everton? Quite possibly. What changes would I make to this side? I've got 2 transfers. This is the thing. I don't want to necessarily do nothing. I think I need to do something to use one of those transfers, even if it's something very simple like switching out Mitchell for another defender, or just a little change, because I don't want to just not do anything. So let me know down below what you think. If there was 3 players I would change in this team, they would potentially be Wilson to Antonio from West Ham, because if you didn't know, from game week 8, which is next week, West Ham's fixtures switch and go from being really tough to a really good string of fixtures, and that's something that I've been monitoring for a while. Do I go early and get Antonio in for Wilson now? West Ham play Liverpool this weekend, so it's not the greatest time to do it, but is it better off doing it now so I don't lose a transfer than wait until next week? The second one, as I mentioned, is I do have the funds to switch Grealish into Pulisic. Do I do that now, or do I give Grealish that last chance to see what he can do against Southampton? And my third potential switch is Ryan out from Brighton to, let's say, Leeds goalkeeper who has 2 decent fixtures coming up, whereas I should really imagine Spurs will get a goal against Brighton. So that's the thing. Do I take the chance on him conceding? It's really a chance with any goalkeeper. That's the thing. Is it worth the transfer just to switch him for another goalie who might concede anyway? You know, it's just a complete gamble. You don't know. But those are the 3. Wilson to Antonio, Grealish to Pulisic, or Ryan to someone else. Let me know down below on those 3 if you think I should make one of those transfers, or if you think, you know what, Rob, just burn the transfer, just don't use it. That's an option as well. But I think I would like to do one of the 3, because then next week I'll have 2 transfers again. You know, you get a new transfer every week. So yeah, let me know down below. I think I'm pretty tempted to make the early change on Grealish or Wilson. I just know my luck, and the moment I take one of them out, they are going to pull in points this weekend. It's just the way it goes. But yeah, let me know down below what you think. Let me know down below what you're doing with your team. Players to watch this weekend, you know, Ings, Che Adams scoring goals. Leeds looked really good. You know, I had a Leeds player on the bench and they're going win 3-0. Bamford, you know, he's shot up in price. I've tried to avoid him. Is it time to just stick him in or not? Yeah, let me know what you're doing with your team down below. If you're enjoying these fantasy football videos, do drop a like. And if you're not subscribed, because I know a lot of you guys watch my videos but aren't subscribed, please do. We're getting close to 20,000 subscribers, which would be amazing. So yeah, thank you all for watching. As always, enjoy the week predictions video out tomorrow night as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.